let's go play the original Space Quest story, and we'll do a quick comparison. So let's quit this game. Make sure you're gonna quit. I'm out. At first I thought it was in, but I'm out. I'm out. I really want to go. Okay, that's done. So let's go into part 3. Or let's wing it. I've gotta, let's get my MT32 module going. And we'll load up DOSBox. That's not Unicode combining marks are useful. It went a bit crazy there. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. Do I still have Space Quest 3 installed? I do. Here we go. Now it's just got to load. Now it's just got to load. Here we go. Oh, I was playing it in CGA. Hang on a minute. Let's quit that. Leaving so soon? Yep. Let's go bump the cycles up. And let's go set it up for EGA. I mean, I do love CGA, but I haven't actually played it on stream with EGA yet. Okay, keyboard, confirm. Do not use joystick, use a mouse, sure. Skip. Okay. I was like, why is it all magenta? Here we go. Your first home PC was EGA. Nice. My first one was technically CGA with a unique. Why is this so quiet? Here we go. It was an Amstrad 1512 with Amstrad graphics. So I had like a unique Amstrad 16 color mode that only a few games took advantage of. So yeah, let's listen to the intro, and then I'll see if it won't quite be a speed run, but it'll be a quick run. It's been an indeterminate amount of time since Roger Wilco rocketed away from Valhall's burning space fortress. Time stands still for our hero in suspended animation. Its engines long spent, the small escape pod drifts aimlessly through unfamiliar starfields. Its course altered many times by small asteroids and space debris. Inside, Roger lies undisturbed in his sleep chamber, but not for long. Luxury there. My first PC was MDA, Koenigsegg. No graphics at all, just text mode. I played Rogue and Kingdom of Crocs on it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was very lucky to have at least some graphics. And we get this cool little rainbow effect that was missing in the 3D version. You're going to speedrun. I'm going to, maybe not a complete speedrun, but it will be, it'll be done quickly. I think it was 19, was it 88? Or was it 89? The pod, considered to be nothing more than a piece of scrap, is taken aboard the robot-commanded garbage freighter. Unfortunately, these robots have no regard for organics. 89. Gotcha. Thank you very much. According to Google. I mean, Google would never lie. The small pod is jarred by a sudden shock, which triggers the sleep chamber's revive mode. As the glass shroud slides back, Roger slowly begins to regain consciousness. Stop being organic. It's to be a robot. You're Greenstain, you're upgraded to a Hercules card as soon as I could. I never got a chance.
I really have to say, and it's not really the fault of the remake, but I just like this old pixel art so much more.
Where am I? I'm kind of in the same boat, Wolferock. Not to be down on the efforts that the dev went to make the fan remake. It seems very two-dimensional in this version, not all fleshed out. But yeah, I never had a Hercules card, and I heard like for DOS development, Hercules card would have been amazing, because you could literally have like two screens. You could have the EGA graphics on one, and because the Hercules card was in a different address set, you could also have like a second Hercules card for debugging. You notice that the sounds from the pod grow softer until they are imperceptible. Having served its purpose and taxed its resources, the pod gives a final hum and shuts down. Okay, where's my speed? I forget which one's the fastest. Is it 1? Yep, it's 1. That's a bit too fast. Let's try 3. Yeah, it's good enough. I've got to do 1 death. Oh god, there's all my original saves. Hang on a sec. Let me create a new save directory. Saves 3. Okay, done. Hercules is nice, clear, high-res monographics. Some games just reuse CGI assets though, so they didn't look as good as they could have done. And they used to do, there was like a driver that would hook in, and so it would try and convert CGI games to use Hercules, but it was essentially just like reading from one buffer and translating it to the other. Something about pleasant endearing about pixel art, considering the technological restrictions of the time. And Sierra was fantastic with like dithering and things later on before VGA took off. So touch metal. Take metal. Yow! Look at that blood. I wanted to see that death. It's obvious that the metal was sharper than you. The resulting laceration turns you into a living fountain, at least for a few moments. Unfortunately for you, this show was your finale. Good luck in the afterlife. Alright, a brave but valiant attempt. It's very violent. I agree. A lot of the CGA emulators, they work mostly, but were quite slow, especially on XT machines. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. Like, just having to copy like a whole buffer each time. Oh, sorry, okay. So here I've got to stand, jump. Otherwise, there's a bit of violence. Now we have to go all the way over here. We won't really need the mouse for this game. I don't know why I set it up. Get in a grabber. Plopping into the seat, you grasp the forward-backward control of the grabber. And we'll just wave hello. Whoop, yep. Roger waves hello. Press the button. Oh, look at that. There's a warp motivator. We knew that was there the whole time. The claw senses contact with the warp motivator, grasps it firmly, and begins the ascent back to the grabber. Beep, beep. Can I speed this up a little bit? I can. Whee! Press the button. And here's the ship. that we just accidentally stumbled upon. Sensing an adequate surface, the claw releases its cargo and begins the ascent to the grabber unit. The object thuds into place within the cavity of the ship. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Get out. Any garbage not located directly under those rails will never be moved. That's true. That's true. Fortunately, you come to a relatively soft landing in a pile of debris. It's pretty fortunate that we figured out that the items that we needed were not along the rail. So if you look in a hole here, if you follow the wires, peer into the small opening and notice a tiny reactor which seems to be providing power for the lights. So we'll take the reactor. You unhook the reactor and take it with you. It's which bit? Because you're kind of finding a reactor, and yeah, you can kind of miss it. I don't know why I typed open door. I meant to type climb ladder. Bending aside a thin piece of scrap, you find an opening into another area and climb on in. Because yeah, like a lot of puzzles in the Space Quest games aren't really that puzzly. They're kind of a bit simple compared to some other adventure games. Ah, what? This is unexpected. You seem to have been mugged by some type of large rat. As you pick loose fur from your teeth, you notice a less bulky feeling. Alright, now we just have to go all the way back. Biff. Pow. Where's Roger? There he is. I've seen people think they must have made a mistake by being beaten up by the rat. It does feel weird that the solution to this is just to do the same thing that you did before. Climb down. Following the wires to find the reactor is a fine puzzle. Then you lose it again. All you have to do is go back and get it one more time. Should be in layer to the puzzle. We have to do something to defend a rat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just doing the same thing again. I agree. Yeah, it's like the rats just gave up the second time. Biff, a pseudonym on the prototypical newbie of Usenet. A satire of partly amusing, partly annoying, mostly unwelcome intrusion. Oh, I didn't know this. Biff posts were limited to 40 character lines and it looked like they come from those machines. Oh, right. So people on the internet, or people using Usenet, using like 8-bit machines, they had like a telltale 40 character length. Interesting. Do the same thing multiple times for no reason puzzle is a bad puzzle. I agree. Yeah, unhook the reactor. I do feel like there were some bits they took out because apparently there are references to like a dog, like a junkyard dog, that might have been taken out of this game at a late point. Take ladder. You grab the ladder and jam it in your pocket. Ouch. An example biffism is hilarious. What about getting sausages down from a tree? Yeah, just take sausage. No. Take sausage. No. 10 times later. Take sausage. Sure. An example biffism is hilarious. Where's the... Signatures rule. Oh my god, that's quite a signature. Biff Trek. I feel like this is very specific. I don't know if it's going to live on Wikipedia for long. I feel like there'd be like some editor be like, oh, this isn't notable, and it'll take it down. Which is sad. Okay, take the wire. You take the only decent piece of wire available. The road to Biffness. All must travel it someday. Here we go, the robot. Climb into I. Now, allegedly there was another death related to this spaceship which you can't access anymore. I think it got disabled at last minute. Put ladder on ship. Climb a ladder. You notice it's slippery up here. Be careful. Open hatch. You move into position and grabbing the dull finish of the hatch's handle, commence to open and enter the ship. Okay, so put in a reactor. One is too short, so use a wire. You carefully connect the wire between the ship and the reactor, putting the tile back in place once you've finished. Sit down. Search seat. Searching around the cushions, you find among variously coloured wads of lint 7 buckazoids. Look at screen. Now, sorry, not now. Oh, hang on, let's go. I wanted to see. I wanted to explore the system here. The phrase definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Hoping for a different result. Yeah. So naturally, a player would try to think of something else. Yeah, they'd be like, "Well, I've tried that. I don't like every time I do that, the rat's going to attack me, so I've got to do something else." Although, yeah, I guess sometimes, yeah, you will try it once or twice and you hope something's different. Ah, hey, bots, welcome in. This life was born in 92, so I've never experienced Usenet. Just seeing an example on Wikipedia just makes me think of how long you'd be waiting for that to fully type on a terminal back in the day over that limited baud rate. Yeah, I can imagine, especially on like a Commodore 64. Yeah, they I guess adventurers can be bloody minded, or maybe they might try it again to see if there'd be like a hint, and then they find out, oh no, you don't need a hint, you just need to do it again. So I didn't turn the radar on. So you feel a strong rumbling as the ship strains to loosen itself from the confines of the junk heap accumulated at its base. Finally, it begins to rise. It collides. Here we go. So this is different. So in the remake, you didn't die if you didn't turn on the radar. The ship rises successfully, but collides with the top of the freighter. The resulting explosion sends a potpourri of flesh and metal fragments careening in all directions. Is it maybe a rare old version of Space Quest 3 with that missing death still intact? I'm not sure. I just remember reading about it on the Cutting Room Floor website. Your radar is designed to avoid just such an occurrence. Yeah, I know. Alright, turn the radar on. Stand by. Take off. Alright, strong rumbling begins to rise. Rises several meters and stops abruptly. An alarm from the computer attracts your attention. Okay, so ascent halted due to obstruction. So normally what you would do here is that you put your shield on and shoot out. But what I'm going to do is land. The ship settles back down into the nest of debris. So we got that same message in the 3D game. But then if we turn the engine off, it went further down and you crash. The ramp is immobilized by the junk it's laying in, so you exit through the hatch instead. And you can see here that the ladder has fallen down. And what you're meant to do is fall down the window. You got lucky this time, because if you fall down from the sides, you die, as you do. And then you can take the ladder. You grab the ladder and jam it in your pocket. Ouch, again. And then you can use it to get back in the ship. There's not really any reason to come back, because once you leave the garbage freighter, you can't go back in. And there's no items that you're missing. Like everything you need is to start this ship. So I guess it's kind of like maybe you're intended to come back at some point. But anyway, there's a whole thing with the ladder. Look at screen. Engines again. Radar. Whoops. Radar. Engines. Take off. Okay, an alarm from the computer. Weapon systems. I think we just had to have any shields on. Here we can actually turn the shields off. In the remake, we couldn't turn them off once we turn them on again. Okay. And we shoot. The shot blasts a new orifice in the side of a junk freighter. The pressure generated by the desire of the ship's atmosphere to escape to the considerably lower pressure of space causes your ship to be spit out like a watermelon seed. And it looks like it doesn't matter what shield you have on, back or front, it just, you survive. Oh yeah. Scan. Okay. Ortega, don't want to go there yet. Flea butt. So, should we go here? Yeah, let's go here first. Because then we can get some money. And then we can go light speed. Boing. Ooh, what's this? Who is this? Identity confirmed. Roger Wilco. Case OU812. Let's go with that. Wilco wanted for vending machine fraud. Plaintiff Jipperzoid something. Judgment. Terminate. Flashing message on your monitor attracts your attention. Throttling engines back. Orbiting planet Feedblood. And land. With a mighty whomp, you set the aluminium mallet down on the surface of Fleabut. Stand. Get out. As you step out of your ship onto the surface of Fleabut, you're hit in the face by the harsh winds. It looks like a storm is brewing. Meanwhile, another spacecraft touches down elsewhere on the very same planet. Come on, Arnoid. Whoa. Beep. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the original, because the voucher in the manual for Space Quest 2 said it was free. I think they try and walk back and say it was like shipping charges or something that you didn't pay. But the game has never been like particularly interested in being correct with the canon. A venomous Scorpizoid, watch out! Can you please have more bounders on your screen? I can see what I can do. Let me see. I mean, that's 200 bounders. That's a lot of bounders. Also, welcome in, Fire Broadside. Let me give you a little shout out. Boundless bounders. So Fire Broadside is very close to finishing the Blackwell Epiphany. He's got like, I think 10 minutes to go. But he's a fellow Aussie streamer. He's a very nice person. Definitely recommend checking out stream. Space Questing. So we finished the 3D remake, which should be pinned in chat if you want to check that out. It's coming out in a couple of days. So we were playing the beta version. And now I thought I'd just compare it with the original 2D one again. Say cheese. Yeah, I'll come back now, you hear? Alien scum. I don't want to draw all these frames. Can't we just give an invisibility belt? Mark Crow dodging work and game designing at the same time. Yeah, you got to work smarter, not harder. Bounding away. Moses are cool. Welcome in. Howdy, stranger. His name's Blatz. Fester Blatz. Alright. I can never remember this. How many times do I... Not now? Alright. How about now? You love this game, Trojan? It's a very good game. I've played it so many times. I'm just comparing this against the original 3D. I'm comparing the original against the 3D remake. Before I go to bed. It's one fine hunk of Orium. No. I think I can say no twice. I can't remember. Yeah, okay. 425. How about a nice orat and a stick? Alright, buy orat. Buy... Oop, no, not guy underwear. Buy underwear. And what was the other one? Orat, underwear, hat. And then we can wear the hat. You don the jaunty hat. You feel more sporty already. Alright, stop talking. Stop talking. Leave. Okay, so this is the only time we get to see Roger wearing the hat in the 2D version. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like that lightning is getting close. Better be careful out there. My hat! Bad. So this is Roger Wilco, the man I've been sent across the universe to track down and terminate. I am not impressed. You are too easy to find. You tend to leave a mess wherever you go. Seems you forgot to pay for that Labonian terror beast mating whistle. Now let's see. With interest, that comes to 400,000 buckazoids. I don't think you got that kind of cash in you, I didn't think so. The good people at Gypasoid Novelty Company are most displeased. Non-payment is a serious offence. But lucky for you, I'm in a good mood today. I will count to 10 real slow, then I'll track you down. If you make it to your ship, I forget I see you. But if I catch you again, I dust you like bunt cake. I really love the cyan and magenta colouring here for his metal hand. Are you interested in interesting interests? I'm compounded by this. All right, let's save. So, like we did before, let's go explore the 2 ways we can defeat the robot. Arnoid, the android. Is bunt cake an actual thing? It is. It is. I don't know what it is. What is bunt cake?
Carpet cleaning, a top job every time. Tasmanian carpet cleaning, 236689.
Thank you, combo. Welcome in. Yes, it's because it's in that particular pan. It's a German thing. Oh, okay. I thought it was just because it's in that weird pan. I see you, Wilco. The tin, yeah. So there's a few things we can do. We can fall in here and turn into blood, just whatever that is. Some of it means chocolate buns. Oh, I love chocolate buns. All right, so that's one way to die. Another one is to get Arnoid to say hello. He flashes briefly invisible for some reason. We don't get to see that animation in the remake. Just did no name bunt. That's cool. And yeah, notice the elevator went down. So that wasn't the case in the remake. Run away, run away. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, interesting. He got stuck. Yeah, because I couldn't interact with the... what is he doing? Oh, no. Cool. So you can fall down here. All right, deceleration trauma. And finally... we can push the hook too early. Reaching up, you give the rope and pulley a mighty shove. Ugh. Unfortunately, the pulley has come to the end of its track. And yeah, that's all you can do. Oh no, what are you doing? No, come back here. It's not quite within reach. All right, reaching up, you give the rope pulley a mighty shove. Yeah, okay. Done. Now, if I just wait here, does Fester come or do I need to get the belt? Yeah, I need to get the belt first. So get belt, get bonked Arnoid. All right. Now I can't actually... All right, hey, what's going on here? Didn't you read the sign saying we're closed for repairs? Ah, I see you got rid of that grease-swilling android. Never did like that Terminator series. Good riddance to bad circuits. Well, might as well ride down with me. Trying. And then we see Festo walk off. So that's one way. So we've got 238 points. There's another way to kill Arnoid. This isn't it. Nom nom nom. And it's a little bit tricky. In the 3D one, it was Cameron will be devastated. James Cameron will just have to make another remake. Here we go. I forget how to get the Arnoid. You kind of just have to wait for him to appear. Wait for some footsteps. Oh, not in that direction. Sonova with the shade. Sorry, James Cameron. Please don't hurt me. How old is he? Isn't he like 70 or 80? I could take him on. Not that I recommend beating up old people. They've had a hard life. Having to live without the internet. Alright, let's keep an eye out for this Arnoid. Where is he? Oi. Here he is. So now we... Yay, got him. Meep. Burp. I love this wind effect that the MT32 has. So if we try and get the belt, get closer. The game is just saying get closer. Tasmanian ice machines are top cup every time. Get closer. All right, game. Get closer. Oh no, I got eaten. Congratulations on your recent death, Podchow. Okay. So what you meant to do is use Aura on a stick, on a belt. Use stick. Different angle. How much angle do you want? Or do you want me to go on the other side? I forget. Here we go. Num num num. Cool, we've got a belt. Now my ship is this way, I believe. Here we go. So we're done on this planet. Sit. Look at screen. Engines. Take off. Look at screen. Navigation system. Alright, so we don't have to go to Monolith, but I'm going to go. Just so I can play Astro Chicken. So if you were doing this as an actual speedrun, you wouldn't go here at all. A flashing message on your monitor attracts your attention. Okay, land. Welcome to Monolith Burger. You pop the hatch and amble on in. Can I actually trip over this tail? The Enterprise, yes, Trojan. It's sufficiently distinguished enough to not raise copyright issues. Burger. Welcome to Monolith Burger. Order food. Okay, so we need the fun meal. So we've got to order that. Thank you. So now, unlike the remake, I can actually order all this food. So we'll get a mini monolith. We'll get a monolith. We'll get a monolith with poly cheese. A filet or orat. Jumbo, more like copy wrong, am I right? Jumbo monolith with poly cheese, get one of those. A big belcher combo, well that sounds pretty good. I'll get another fun meal. Space buds. I've got to get some tang, so maybe you got a small. And we had a bit of food, so we got a medium as well. And just to, maybe for the mini monolith as well, we'll get a large. And a sloppy slurper. I don't know what that is, but that sounds intriguing. So we'll get one of those. Okay. Would you like space buds with that? Yes. Would you like a black fruit pie with that? Yes. Your total is 48 buckazoids. That's it. Pay the man. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. You gingerly pick up the greasy bag. You can hardly wait to have a seat and dig in. Eat food. Nom, 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Ow! Hey, what's this in my burger? Oh, must be my fun meal prize. Hey, it's a swirl decoder ring. That was mighty tasty. Well, maybe mildly tasty. Well, maybe not tasty at all. In fact, it reminds you of the slick skin of a Valorian mucus worm. That chicken jumper game is awesome. We'll check it out in a second. Stand up. And also in the 3D one, as soon as you finish any meal, you start vomiting behind the arcade machine. Whereas in this game, if you go to your spaceship and you've eaten a Belcher burger, we'll see. Maketzel, welcome in. Space Quest. So if you try and go get in ship, he goes. Space Quest 3. Man, that big Belcher combo was a little too much for your delicate digestive tract. You feel better now, except for being hungry again. Of course, the thought of eating here doesn't appeal to you right at the moment. Welcome in, Maketzel. We literally just played the 3D remake. And so, sorry, you're freaking out. Oh, Space Quest. So I thought I'd just quickly go through the original, just for comparison. Belcher Burger. Bob lives on throughout the ages, yes. What am I doing? I'm playing a game. Astro Chicken. Insert Buckzoid. You can step on the Jabber creature tail here. I'll give it a go. I tried walking around it. Maybe I got to type in step on tail. I don't remember doing that as a kid. Insert coin. Oh, I gotta slow down the game. No. Game over. Yeah, no kidding. Let's try. Let's go 10. Sorry, not now. All right. Oh, that's a bit slow. We'll get there. No Astro Chicken. No Astro Chicken. Sorry. Alright, turns out I'm not very good at this. Yay, Bakak! Come on, chicken. Bakak! Bakak! Oh, I got some extra feed. Bakak! When I played as a kid, I pressed the key so much it caused the game to crash when leaving. Oh, really? I didn't know that happened. How no the hell of you was this song? Oh no, I'm sorry. Do 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 do. But you get points every time you land. So we've got to get all the points. I'm probably not going to be able to get them all, but we'll try. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Come on. Yes. I do know this area is a little bit buggy because I know Captain Pilcard, when he played this, he managed to get more than 738 points. And I was like, how did you do that? And something triggered the gameplay here where he got too many points for Astro Chicken, I believe. God. Come on. No, too much. Yeah, Bakak. Alright, use a ring. The secret to code goes like something like this. Now I looked this up because I don't want to translate this live. Like when you push model buttons at once and the PC speaker would scream. Oh yeah, like the keyboard buffer overflowing. Okay, so help us. We're being held captive by Scumsoft on the small moon of Pestulon. An impenetrable force field surrounds the moon. It must first be deactivated. Its origin is unknown to us. Scumsoft security is armed with jello pistols. We're counting on whoever you are. The two guys in trouble. So there you go. Speed. Change speed. Is it Control S? Yep. Did I have 3 before? Yep. Cool. Let's get out of here. I got some kind of out of handles error message. Support said it was due to overloading the keyboard buffer, so I think they made that up. Later versions of SCI might have fixed it, but if you play the game with less enthusiasm, you'll find. Now, I don't think I can... Stand on tail. Step on tail. Look at tail. Can I right click on him? Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do that. The outer handles error, usually that's because the memory manager for the SEI is, I think there's like they have handles for their memory buffers, and I believe that they literally run out of like IDs because there's limited space on the PC. And so if you've got like if you're what's the word? If you've got like a memory leak, then you'll get that issue. There's been a few Sierra games where you get that out of handles error message, and I think ScumVM fixes them. Just remembering you get pushback if you try to skip that line. Oh, maybe let's have a go. Oops! Quick crowding joke. There you go. There you go. If you there's your line, but unfortunately we can't trip. That's disappointing. But we got something. Just go to your carpentry shop and fashion some more handles. Good golly, gee willikers. Yeah, good old boy doing some technical support. There's a 3D version of this. Yes, Trojan. So there's a beta release at the moment, but you can get it so on June 2nd. So in a couple of days' time, it's going to be available from this site. If you want to check it out. You slide back into the ship, closing the hatch behind you. The docking control beam begins guiding you safely clear of Monolith Burger. You probably greatly disturb people who talk like that in chat. Golly gee willikers. Oh boy. So turn the engines on. Wait for engines. Here we go. Okay, Ortega. So set course. Standby calculating course. Course locked. In hold on. Oh no. Okay, flashing message. Orbiting planet Ortega. Land. Okay, with a mighty whomp, you set the aluminium mallard down on the surface of Ortega. Alright, stand up. Now, Ortega, get out. So if we leave without the underwear... Oh my, this is one hot planet. Hopefully it'll last more than a few minutes. How far can we get? Getting pretty far. Wear underwear. It would be a little embarrassing to disrobe out here on the planet's surface. Why not go back to your ship? Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go. I'm sure I've got plenty of time. Too late. You realize that walking around unprotected on this planet is hazardous to your health. You feel your blood begin to boil. Ah! You sizzle into oblivion. This planet wouldn't be so bad if you could keep your cool somehow. So hot you could fire a Valerian phlegm snake egg. Should have walked naked. Wear underwear. After figuring out which side is the front, you put on the thermoweave underwear. They power up automatically, keeping you comfy at all temperatures. Alright, this is one hot planet, but you don't care. You're beating the heat with thermoweave underwear. Oh no. What is this?
Shop and fashion out of handles. Just go to your carpentry shop and fashion some more handles. And golly gee willikers.
Golly gee willikers. Why is underwear such a funny word? Don't know. I mean, it's a serious object made for serious things. It appears that parts of this planet's surface are not entirely stable. Okay, so we've got these guys here. They can still kill us, but we can also go over here and check out their ship. Narrating the Doomslayer's history. Just needs reverb. Oh, that could work. These guys will still kill us if we doom a turn. Maybe the next one. Quetzal. Holy crap, Quetzal. I forgot. Tier 3. Thank you very much for the tier 3 sub. For 5 months. Holy crap. Thank you very much. I don't actually have anything tier 3 related. I don't think there are any tier 3 specific emotes. I never expected anyone to subscribe to that. But I'll add something for you. Never knew you could see the ship, P40. Also, hello, welcome in. Yeah, you can sneak over to the other side. And I was wondering if we could follow the guards there, but I don't think so. I think you can't move. Let's see. Gotta wait for these guys to take a moment. Will the 3D remake have a boss key? Oh, good question. I can't move. Oh no, Quetzal, what's wrong? Did you want a tier 3 emote? Vapor calc. You hear the roar of the pirate scout ship taking off. The ship streaks across the sky to an unknown destination. Another weird puzzle. The solution is just wait. Yeah, I guess while you're searching for a solution, eventually, like while you're typing in different commands, eventually it just it happens anyway. Where's my settings? Let's have a look. So I've got one tier 3 slot. Oh, Aimio, Aimlao. Thank you for the follow. I'm just fiddling with my settings briefly. Okay. So there's a tier 3 emote there for you, but I'll think of a better one for you. Okay, so can it be a Space Quest 3 emote? Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll do some research. I might not be able to do it right now, but I'll keep you posted. There were plans for something a bit more elaborate here. Yeah. They got the art nailed down. I forgot what vapor cart look like. There we go. That's it. Oh no. Is that a new one? Or just one I haven't seen before? It's a good grin. It's a good grin. So here we look in the telescope. Aha! You've discovered the force beam generator. And the moon must be Pestulon. It's tentacle keen. So take detonator. Pick up one of the detonators. Be careful. You're liable to blow up your fingers. Take stick. Take pole. It's all yours. Now this is a bit simpler. You literally just, I mean, it is a little bit unfair. Like, it doesn't quite look like you can climb up here. Like, you have to kind of fiddle a bit to figure out there's a gap in the rock. You reach the rim of the decayed cinder cone and are overwhelmed by the sight. An impressive machine of staggering size sits in the middle of the volcanic crater. Now, there is a couple of deaths. After we climb up the ladder, we can die a couple of times. And you can only do one of them in the remake. Climb. Ladder. Whee! Cool. So we can walk off the edge. Oh no! Deceleration trauma. But we can also, oh no, fall off the other side. Anyway. Drop a bomb. The explosion disables the force field generator. You may now travel safely. Pestulon. Climb ladder. When a planet is unstable after that bomb, it's actually screen transition based, not time based. Yeah, they added the timer in the remake. Uh-oh. That detonator has apparently set off a chain reaction of earthquakes. You better get off this rock ASAP. So you had like 5 minutes until everything blows up. Whereas as far as I know, you can, like, everything's shaky and everything, but you can take your time. I've never hit a time limit. Maybe I haven't waited long enough. Sunnyvale is also screen transition based. Sunnyvale facts. 5 hours. I'm pretty close to the end. It won't take too long. Okay, so here's another death, but it won't be too long. Well, that's the detonator. So this game lets you take another detonator. The remake didn't. Be careful, you could blow your fingers off with that thing. It's like 20 screens. Yeah, it's not too much. So the remake said you've already got a detonator. You don't need another one. My, things have certainly changed since you were here last.
I'll head off to bed. Good night, everyone.
Ah, no worries, Wolf Rock. Hype sleep. Thank you very much for hanging out. And everyone check out the Wolf Rock stream if you get a chance. Last playing Doom 2. Oh, the PlayStation Doom 2. Wait, PSX Final Doom, GZ Doom. Wait. Which Doom is it? This game is quite short if you know what to do. Most adventures can feel that way. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of... I think, especially Sierra games, I think you can blast through them really quickly. Oh, you're very welcome. Unstable rock has fallen into the simmering lava below. Jump. Using pole? I can't remember. Use pole. Okay. Your brow furrows in grim determination as you prepare for a tremendous leap. The impact of your landing set off the thermal detonator. Your fragments are strewn across a wide area. He still replayed a lot of his games multiple times as a kid. Same, Chernoff. Same. Be careful with explosives. Yeah, 7.5. Not quite a good landing. Can I return the detonator? So if I take detonator, all right, pick up one of them. Return detonator. Put detonator in box. Drop. All right, don't Don't save at this point. Yeah, essentially soft locked if you do that. Because I know in Space Quest 4 they make a joke about it, where you get points for picking up the detonator and then the unstable ordnance and then returning it again. Okay, Grim Determination. Hooray! The Romanian judge gives you a 9.5. A truly outstanding jump by one of the finest young athletes we've seen this season. You'd like to try that again, but your pole seems to have fallen into the tumultuous lava below. Come on, Roger, you can do it. Look at that purple ship. Wait, get in the purple ship. Look at screen. Engines. Take off. Look at screen. Navigation system. So now we've got to go find Pestulon. Where could it be? We've got to search the whole map just to find the moon that was next to it. Here we go. Set course. Okay. Inhabitants unknown. Surface uncharted. It figures. Now, if we go to cruise speed. We can actually go to Pestulon by cruising. So if we just hang, this is like the one time where cruising, a flashing message on your monitor attracts your attention, where cruise speed is not a waste of time. Because you don't really want to do light speed just from a planet to a moon. But there's no penalty for doing that. With a mighty whomp, you set the aluminium mallet down on the surface of Pestulon. Stand and get out. Now let's go this way. You make your way through the forest of strange trees to this clearing where you discover the entrance to some large underground complex. This must be Scumsoft. Suddenly the door to the complex begins to open. The Longest Journey is a long adventure game. Coincidence? I think not. I played that when it came out. I haven't played it recently, but I do. That is one thing I do remember, that it's a massive game. Wear belt. Okay, you wear the belt. Turn on belt. Wow, this thing really works. You then quickly realize that you only have a few moments before the belt's power pack is depleted. Several guards file out of the entrance and disperse into the woods. They must have been alerted to your presence when you landed. 2 guards remain behind to watch the entrance. Mac. Welcome in. Thank you for the bounder. Dos Sierra. Last playing Max, Mechanized Assault and Exploration. Alright, what do you want to do, Roger? Come on. Leave. Where to? Where to, buddy? Scumsoft. Let's go. Yo, Mac. What's happening? It looks like you've made it just in time, as your invisibility belt is now completely out of power. Press button. Alright, this is always fiddly. Let's see how we go. Because there's a weird thing where the door adjusts at the last minute sometimes. Change up my filter graph again. I guess maybe more threatening sounding now, judging by Sonor's reaction. I wasn't that bad, was I? Search. Was it? Rummaging around the cramped closet, you find a pair of old, grimy janitorial coveralls. Take coveralls. What a great idea, Roger. No one would be suspicious of a janitor walking around. You grab the coveralls and pull them on, seizing the opportune moment to dump all the old items you've been pocketing along the way. What a great disguise. Wait, what's this? You reach down into the pocket of the grimy coveralls and find, well, what do you know? A Mr. Garbage. A trash vaporizer. You've seen these babies in all the janitorial supply catalogs, but your superiors were always too cheap to outfit you with one.
I think you missed a spot.
Hello, Refraction. Welcome in. He missed a lot of spots. Roger Wilco didn't search a closet. He did some free jazz on a drum kit. So what have we got? We've got coveralls and vaporizer. So in the remake, as well as coveralls and vaporizer, you keep your money as well. So I don't know why Roger decides to throw away his 400 buckazoids, but they're all gone. Now, is this the door I want? Yes. Alright. Standard nerds. Use vaporizer. That didn't accomplish much. I can't remember how close I can be without them yelling at me. But that's okay. Mr. Greenie, hello, welcome in. Let me give you a little shout out there too. Is that a phone? Where we played the 3D remake, Space Quest 3. So I'm just playing the original, just quickly. Smack nerd in the head. Surreptitiously, he grabbed the picture of Elmo. Photocopy nerd. Nope. First, making sure that no one's watching. You slip Elmo's picture into the copier and press the start button. Out pops a beautifully reproduced copy, which you roll up and stash in your pocket. Don't forget the original. We have a very special birthday today. Our founder, Mr. Pug, just turned 14. So stop by and give Elmo a big old hug. Let's try that. Return picture. I'm gonna go. Let's go give Elmo a hug. Sit at a desk and work for 8 hours. Repeat day after day for 40 years. That sounds familiar. Oh, that's not what I want. Now, I'm not really good at the robot fights. They're more pencil pushers than nerds. That's true. They're not really doing nerdy things. We're just making fun of accountants. They're clapping their hands underwater. They're making some sick beats. Ah, pilot. Alright, let's get these pictures. Mr. Pug just announced that Sunday will be a half day. Ah, what a nice guy. I don't remember hearing the announcements before. Did I accidentally skip them? Why am I hearing him now? I missed. Good. And here's Mr. Elmo. And so there you got Ken Williams on the left here. Don't know who this guy's meant to be. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Mr. Greenie. The Taskmasters. Is that what they call them? Talk to Elmo. Just do your job and scram, he bellows in response. Hug Elmo. Oh, what? Alright, I can't hug Elmo. Even though the game was like, go hug Elmo today. And then we only have to go onto this screen just to, when we come back, we learn that Elmo has disappeared. And there's a normal-sized access card left on his desk. You take the key card. In the remake, the card was like twice as the size. I think because it was really hard to see in the 3D view. Alright, now we just have to go down. That should be it. Where is the door? They're whipping people. That's normal in the future. Whoops. Okay. Insert card. Also shows how many fighters you fight at the end. Oh, is that number accurate? That's a nice detail if it's the same number. You hear several clicks. I'm in, you think to yourself. Then you hear a synthesized voice saying, keycard verified, stand by for composite facial scan. So yeah, at this point you'd be like, all right, now I need to go and photocopy that picture. Because you wouldn't think to photocopy that picture normally. Hold up photo. Alright, so here it's kind of a puzzle. Because you look around and you see these touchpads here. An array of control buttons that joins each door. So you can go, well, you could just do that. You can go the wrong direction. Press a button. Step petition, welcome in. Been lurking while I delve into OpenCV. Ooh, what kind of image recognition stuff are you working on? But welcome in. Have we not had jelly guns in any other game? Why haven't we? Yeah, because there's just like laser guns in the first one. And I guess they're lasers in the Space Quest 2 that the monkeys have, the apes, the ape men. In 4, yeah, they're just like red bolts of light of red electrical bolts. And 5, I can't remember what the Pecoids have as weapons, but I imagine they're not jello guns. And 6, I don't remember what was in 6. If anyone had guns in 6, use vaporizer. Do you have System Shock Remake as well? I mean, of all of us, like Steph Petition is very familiar with the original, so yeah, he could play the remake. Adapting a script that uses MediaPipe to do webcam segmentation. Wow. Drink Falcon Punch. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Webcam segmentation. What does that entail? Just trying to find the objects in the frame. Hoping to get your stream set up back together next week. Oh, cool. You successfully free the 2 guys from their slimy confines, and they begin to speak. Thanks, dude. It's great to be out of that green stuff. Hey, what's your name? Roger Wilco, you admit. They discovered our distress message. We coded into the Asteroid Chicken game and sent us here as punishment. Let's get out of here before discovered. Just doing a fake green screen. Oh, gotcha. So it's part of your for your streaming setup, hopefully. So what's your plan for getting us out of here, Wilco? Yeah. Dun dun dun. Nobody's going anywhere. You must have thought you were pretty clever, Mr. Wilco, disguising yourself as a janitor. Unlike Roger, I love lime jello. Oh, you like it. OpenCV is Python, isn't it? It's a Python library. But I think a lot of it is like not Python. It's probably like native code. I assume the API is Python, or maybe the library itself. And there's just a Python wrapper for it. Madly trying to clean up, tidy up stream. Have finally got a condenser mic and some VSTs to clean up the sound. Ooh. Yeah, so it's I think it's like it's more like it's got Python bindings, not that it's a Python specific library. Yeah, the tricky bit with condenser mics is that they pick up everything. So you need a lot more noise reduction. You must have thought yourself pretty clever, disguising yourself as a janitor. Unfortunately for you, my boys found your sorry excuse for a ship in the woods. Escort this gentleman to the arena. You boys haven't seen a good fight in quite a while. And do away with those 2 Andromedons. They have been more trouble than they're worth. Take them away. Do, 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 do. You and the two guys are separated and escorted away. A door opens and you're led into the dark unknown. The horror. Alright, we're good. The name of the game is Nukem Jukem Robots. So we've got JM, arrow keys. Okay. There's no rules. Kick his robotic butt. Alright, so again, I'm terrible at this game. This bit of the game. What was it again? J and M? Yep, okay. Oh, punch. Punch, bro. Oi. Yes, please read all the Doom lore. Mate. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. Maybe I should slow it down. I am running it like bonk him, sock him. Well, it looks like you depleted your power. Last thing you see is your blood slowly spreading across the arena floor. Better hang out at the gym more often. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Is he going to come nearby? Okay, come back. Oh, I'm dead again. Need more arcade time, yeah. When she streams. Oh, I get you now. So Marissa still streams? Do that. Boy, stop it. Go back. I'm punching him. Oh, okay. Resident Evil 4. An accurate representation of rural Spain. Turn this down. Speed down. Robot fight. Oi, no blocking, bro. Hey. Oops. Let's try. You're Spanish, can confirm. Gotcha. Can you punch this way? Kinda can. Alright, save's come a bit. Okay. I think I can actually punch him at an angle. Here we go. Done. Come on, let's get out of here. Alright. Whee! Hop, hop, hop. Get them, you fools! Yoop. Where's my ship? Well, Roger, you done good. You managed to rescue the two guys and escape from Pestulon alive. Looks like this will be a milk run from here on out. Thanks, Roger. Done. The end. Mac, thank you for the GG. What is this guy saying? Milk run in the Milky Way. Light speed non-functional. What? Seems like everyone ignores you. You think they'd be more grateful. How do you like the game so far? Was it worth $59.95? Yes. No. I liked it. I participate in the running of the bulls. Is that a? I don't think everyone in Spain does that. And it's not really nice to the bulls. Warning: short-range fighters approaching from the rear. Weapons lock-on detected. Look at screen. Anti-bullfighting. That's a very fair position. So weapon system, attack speed, weapon system. I've got shields up. And it's not the end of the game yet. Yeah, me too. Target in front. Pew, 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 pew. Target's probably in the rear. If you like soccer, football. Crap. I've got a... Here we go. Done. Okay, where's this? I think it's the front. Target negative. Target rear. Okay, we're ready. Football. Done. Target in the front. Do I like tennis? I'm not very good at tennis, but I've watched it occasionally. Now, eventually, I killed them all. Wait, come back. Got him. Okay, is this was that the last one? I can't remember. No. Done. The Australian Open. I hope to go sometime. I've never been. I probably should, considering I'm in Australia. If I was building a spaceship, I would simply make shields that could cover the front and the back at the same time. I imagine it's probably like this is like a free ship, so it might be that because we're using like limited power from the RATS reactor, maybe we can't control both shields at once. There's actually a ship in Property 2, The Darkening, that's a literal skull-shaped craft called the Skull. I mean, Skull's a pretty good ship. Like anything skull-shaped is a good design, in my opinion. So I played Property 2 when it came out, and it was nuts. Like you got like Clive Owen just hanging out before he was famous. Don't really care for sports. That's very fair. The fastest ship in the game too, for some annoying reason. Skulls are pretty good. Yeah, a lot of skull-shaped heads out there. Okay, the remaining enemy ships have given up and are heading back to the planet. Looks like you're just too much for them. Turn that off. Unfortunately, our light speed is non-functional, so maybe there's another puzzle. Oh man, you really showed those bozos a thing or two. Now, can we get someone to eat? You inform the gentleman that you've screwed up. You inform the two guys that the light speed is no longer functional. They're not overly pleased by this piece of news. Obnoxious in that heavy fighters move and turn faster than light fighters. How does that make any sense? I don't know. I never noticed, to be honest, because usually I'm just following the little circle that's out in front of the ship. So I'm just like trying to follow that and keep shooting at it. So I don't know. I'm not very good at space fighting games. Freelancer is also great. I never got around to playing that one. Because I like the idea of privateer, like exploring a universe and like doing some trading and stuff to try and get by. But I don't get very far in them. I get the strength is the bottom of the barrel. But you get stuck in the beginning of the game. But come on, why is it slow and turns like crap? I guess it's just to make it more of a game, I guess, because if you get too powerful a ship, then you've got to design even more powerful ones for you to fight. Descent Free Space, I never played. I think I've got it on Steam, maybe on GOG. What? Now I never get any food. Some rescuer you are. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's this thing on the wall? It says light speed maintenance access panel. Gee, maybe I can fix this bucket of plasto bolts, sorry. Yeah, this is it. The fan belt thing came off the round thing it was on. Just a second. Did end up actually completing Free Space 1, but the expansion pack missions were ridiculous. Alright, she's all fixed. Let's go grab a burger. You're too late. You realize that you have no course laid in. The light engine's kicking in before you can override. You inform the two guys that Lightspeed is now functional, but it's out of control. They're not overly pleased with this bit of news either. We're all gonna die! Oh no! Why did I get up this morning? Mom! Mommy! Careening blindly through space, your ship speeds towards a sizable black hole. Once within the gravitation of the black hole, there's no escape. You plunge into destiny. Love this music here. The overwhelming force of the black hole draws your ship in. Hopeless to do anything, you and your passengers strap in and hope for the best. You enter a blackness like no other you have ever experienced. All sense of time and speed are lost. Suddenly, a bright light becomes visible in the distance. It grows larger as your ship races towards it. Finally, you're hurled out of blackness into a parallel universe. You cut the engines to sublight speed as you near a seemingly habitable planet. So that's where black holes lead to Space Quest. Yes. Just gotta get close enough to one. Phew. Greetings, Earthling. We are the two guys from Andromeda, universally famous software authors. And I am Roger Wilco, space-age swashbuckler and all-around nice guy. Hello, I'm Ken Williams, president and founder of Sierra Online. So, you two guys are software authors, huh? What are your credits? Ever heard of Astro Chicken? No. Good. How about you two guys coming to work for me? Great, sounds great. How many buckazoids does it pay? Buckazoids? Mr. Williams, do you need a janitor? No. As our space saga comes to a close, Roger, feeling a little left out, struts off to his ship with the satisfaction of knowing his mission has been accomplished. Reminds me of a ship you start with in the first Privateer game. It's very chunky. Yeah, it kind of similar. I can see the resemblance. The two guys go on to create Space Quest series of adventure games, reaping fame and fortune. They grow fat on their success, and they soon get burnt out and fade into obscurity. Strut. Do the Roger strut. And so we bid our hero a fond farewell as his ship once again bursts into light speed. Course unknown. The end. Thanks to the following for their cooperation in the making of this game: Pestulon Department of Forestry, Monolith Synthetic Industries, Fester's World of Wonders, Gypasoid novelties. Fleabot, Sand Advisory Council. Arnoid Droid Works. Caffeinate 90. Orbo Snack, food inhalers. Friends of the Talking Bear Society. Mark Siebert, Bob Seibenberg, and Stuart Goldstein for their outstanding sound work. Doug Oldfield, Ken Koch, and Chris Smith for a great programming effort. The quack instrument, quack quack. Wah, 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 wah. Is that it? Come on, where's the credits? Maybe they're waiting for the song to finish. No, I guess that's it. Cool. All right, well, that's Space Quest 3 again. Well done. Did it lock? Oh no, I was trying to speed it up a bit. GG, thank you, Highly Non-Trivial. It's possible it did, yeah, maybe I feel like there's more credits. So this is version 1.0p. Oh, Free Needles, hello. Because I always try and get like the, it's supposed to just repeat. That's what I thought too. Because I think when I tried to get like the earliest version I could find. So let's have a look. So yeah, I think this is the earliest one. So this is 1.0p, and I think there's a U and a V and a 1.018. So yeah, there's probably a couple of bugs in this version. Stock for water. Thank you for the GG. Zerg, welcome in, Zerg, and thank you for the GG. All right, let's quit. Leaving so soon. So yeah, that's that's 2 games. Space Quest 3 beaten twice. Definitely give the game the remake a look-see. So it's going to be coming out June 2nd. So that may be US time. I'm not sure. But have a look and check it out. It seems to be fairly faithful to the original. Let's start the 3rd game. Oh, I need to go to bed. 4th game. I do have the EGA version all ready to play, but maybe a bit later. Okay, so I made it today. Oh, glad to hear it. Roger was a janitor. Didn't he go to work for Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning? Super Matty, welcome in. He made it.
Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning, a top job every time. Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning, 236689.
Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning. Okay, so I think we're ready for the final part of the stream.
Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning, a top job every time. Tasmanian Carpet Cleaning, 236689.
Zerg, Highly Non-Trivial, thank you for the Taz. What happened to Mike? I didn't see him for a while. Is he on a holiday? Sorry? No, don't. Sorry. He got a bit sick. He was in hospital for a little bit. He's better now. He's just recovering. He's hoping to. He streamed on Tuesday on the GOG channel, and I think he's aiming to start streaming again on Friday night.
More, please. Please. Gim.
Give me more. I need to go to sleep, Babylon's All. I'm very happy everyone is here who wants to watch me stream, but I need to sleep. But yeah, he was on GOG on Tuesday playing System Shock. Yeah, and he'll be back on Friday, I believe. Let's make sure that's muted because I don't want to accidentally. Is anyone playing any? Hope Mike's all right. Me too. I think he's just recovering at the moment. Have a good night. Hope my voice doesn't give you nightmares. No, it's fine. It will not give you nightmares. I don't think anyone I know is playing an adventure game. One person I haven't rated before. Mike will try to stream. Yeah, like I think everyone's encouraging him to just take it easy. Or else he'll be back on the weekend. Yeah, everyone's encouraging him to like take it easy and not to push himself. So that's understandable. So someone's playing Quest of Glory 5, but I don't know who they are. Just relaxing and recovering. Yeah, exactly, Pi. Yeah. All right. Let's go raid. Oh, it's too. Is it? It's never like. It's either like there's nobody I want to raid, or there's too many people I want to raid. And it's tricky. Let's go raid Freddy Dingo. He's playing the Flintstones, and Pix Turkey raided him the other day, so maybe I'll do the same. Okay, well done. So let's have a look here. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching me play Space Quest 3 multiple times. Definitely check out the 3D remake if you get a chance. Also, thank you Atari Beer Pong. Thank you Gorbabe. Thank you Deathblow 1971 and Slappy Plays and It's Kicker for all the raids throughout the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing your viewers over. Stuff Twitter, thanks to Tasmanian Carpet Cleanings. You're very welcome. There's a lot of carpets that need cleaning out there. Babylon's All, good night and good day, everyone. Thanks for streaming. No worries, Babylon's All. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good one yourself, Mac. Doctor, thank you for the GGs. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on. Today's Wednesday, isn't it? I'll be back on Saturday evening. I'm not sure what I'm going to play. It could be Discord. So I got this in the mail. I got the strategy guide for Discord 1. So now I've got Discord 1 and 2 somewhere. So we can always have a peek at that if it gets stuck. Been fun to watch. No worries, Pi. Thank you. And good night, James Neko. Miketzel, goodbye. It's very shiny. Yeah, it doesn't come with a map, unfortunately, but that's okay. So yeah, it looks like we're about to raid out. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you on Saturday. So bye, everybody.